Hey, Cinemark fans, I'm Garin Flowers. One of our favorite superheroes is swinging back into theaters with Spider-Man No Way Home. This version of the popular franchise finds Peter Parker unmasked and his identity exposed. Joining me is the amazing cast: Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jacob Batalon. Tom, this is the first time in Spider-Man's cinematic history that he's unmasked and his identity is exposed. What is he going through at that time?
I mean, I think
going through it.
Yeah, going through it. It's a whole mixed bag of emotions, you know? I mean, he's probably terrified that everyone knows who he is. There's probably a part of him that's quite excited that he's famous, you know? I think, you know, everyone to some degree kind of wants to be famous, but then they become famous and then like, oh, whoa, this is what being famous is.
Yeah,
oh, goodness.
Maybe not.
So I think he's got a lot to deal with, but who better to deal with it than Peter Parker? And Peter Parker is lucky to have a great support group, Aunt May, Happy Hogan, and most importantly, MJ and Ned. So, you know, he couldn't be more well equipped to handle this kind of problem, which doesn't make sense as to why he goes to Doctor Strange. It's such a bad idea. He could have avoided all of this.
Well, he wants to help their future.
True, that's true.
We were forgetting that, you know, the
That is
world
true.
thinks that he's a supervillain.
Yeah, I forget about that. I forget
Which
about that.
ruins a lot of pieces of their future and
Right.
things that they want to do. So he's trying to do the right thing.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe. Hello, Peter.
Speaking of Doctor Strange, I'm glad you guys mentioned him. He, you know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is running together and having more characters from other movies running in the same film. Back in the day, it was like separate. So what do you think about that with him being a big part of the movie?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I think if you're like a big fan, obviously, I think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool that all the New York superheroes get to be together.
Yeah.
That's a really awesome thing for sure.
And it's cool that they're both from London.
Yeah.
It's special for us because I feel like, well, at least for me, I feel like I don't get to be a part of the Spider-Man side of things. I'm always a part of the Peter side of things. So now I get to really be in the Spider-Man stuff.
world, yeah.
Very true.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So I have a fun question for you guys. Who is your favorite or you think toughest Spider-Man villain?
I think my favorite
a lot.
is Jake Gyllenhaal because I love him. In this movie, you know, I got on really well with everyone. Alfred Molina was someone that really, really made me laugh. Willem was incredible to work with, but fighting him was difficult. You know, like, I'm fighting this guy, and he's so hardworking, and he pushed himself to the limits, and it meant that I had to really work extra hard as well, because, you know, I'm like half his age.
Yeah.
I need to show that I can stand up with this guy, and he was embarrassing me, because he's so hardworking and so talented.
Right.
So he was really tough to fight,
Yeah,
just
he
because he
was-
was
and
so
he was-
good.
Landing some of those.
Yeah, and he got me good one time.
He did you pretty hard.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I remember being
That's
like,
so cool,
don't
though.
worry about it,
Yeah.
you can hit me. And he was like, I was like,
Okay.
oh, you mother, that hurt so bad.
Watch Peter Parker overcome his greatest challenge yet by checking out Spider-Man No Way Home at Cinemark theaters. You can get your tickets at cinemark.com and watch this incredible cast.
you're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't